I feel like it's not, above all else, it's just not
I
necessary.
just found
Like,
this woman's
I'm
channel
cool with
today.
saying
This is a
biological woman,
transgender
biological
woman.
man,
And
whatever.
she's
Like,
she's saying this is a
and again,
transgender
it's just
woman.
that concept of like,
I
how
know
dare
that's
you
going to
get
be
offended that
shocking for some
someone's,
people
putting labels on you,
because
but you
she
force labels on other people?
doesn't
It
look
makes no
trans. She just
sense.
looks like a woman. Okay, but anyway,
Mackenzie.
she's speaking points that are very valid
My
on her
God.
channel. Her name is Blair. Hold on.
All right, we have to talk about this right-wing idea of parents' rights. It's literally just fascism. As far as I can tell, parents' rights means allowing parents to control their kids, even in ways that are harmful to their kids. Obviously, as an educator, I believe strongly in the importance of parents and families and other primary caregivers instilling morals and discipline and principles in their kids. I see educators' role as partnering with parents and other caregivers to form a collaborative support network for every child. However, some parents and caregivers unfortunately do not support their kids the way they should. That's part of why the public school system works with social services to make sure kids are taken care of. It's why schools work.
So, what she's getting at is that they're now trying to take control over parents' parenting and overstepping a parent's, rights to nurture and teach and provide and cultivate that person into a human being. So much so that now that the schools are going to get social services involved and start making children who aren't fully, mature enough to make a decision to transition, but forcing them over the heads of the parents so that these kids who, like I said, and I've had this discussion many times on many different live streams, these kids, every child is fluid. They are gender fluid. All children are gender fluid. So no school should be going to social services trying to force a transition or transitioning a child's gender. Ever. And neither should the parent. One way or the other. But this girl is talking about taking the parental right away from the parents concerning their child's gender. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's continue. But I like this woman's perspective. Come on, let's listen.
Connect parents with resources to help them learn how to support their children if and when they need the help. The fact of the matter is, parents and caregivers who reject their children's gender identities are not taking care of their children. Kids whose families refuse to affirm their child's true gender identity are at greatly increased risk of suicide attempts, self-harm, substance abuse, homelessness, low academic performance, and other serious mental health issues. Conservatives who claim that their real concern is parents' rights are just trying to use a family-friendly excuse for wanting trans people to not exist.
You sound stupid.
She just said that woman sounds stupid. However, she actually does sound stupid. So you're going to go from one extreme, parents leaving their children's gender alone, to another extreme and basically forcing children or putting the ideas of being a transgender person into their head. Like, which is worse? They're both bad. And like I said before, children are gender fluid when they're children.
Baby girl. First of all, the rainbow glasses killed me. These people are literally just carbon copies of each other. How many people have you reacted to on this channel so far this year that have rainbow glasses? Get an identity outside of LGBT. You know there's more to life than that? You know, there's more to life than wearing the fact that you're a lesbian or you're gay or you're trans on your sleeve like that. Rainbow glasses, and they're ugly glasses. They're misshapen. Kind of like your head. You look like an ant. Oh, Blair's being too mean. This girl's trying to transition kids, and you're focusing on Blair being too mean. Maybe I am being too mean. Maybe I'm a bitch. But can we just focus on that after we focus on the ones that are trying to transition kids behind their parents' back? The idea that parental rights is a right-wing value is disgusting. Fascism, she says. It's almost like, first of all, how do these people keep getting hired? I read a statistic that like it's something like 99% of public school teachers identify as liberal. 99. This is why I always say, I'm not a parent, so far be it from me to tell you how to parent, whatever. But if I had kids, if and when I have kids, they will not be in a public school system. I would be damned if I ever had a child in the public school system. I think the statistic is even in like a private school, it's like 60% are liberal of teachers. So at least there's some balance here. And you know what? In a world where liberal meant what it used to mean, it wouldn't even be that bad if 99% of teachers were liberal. But the liberal ones now are the ones that are like, no, we're going to transition your kids behind your back. We're going to give them new names and we're going to get them on hormones and you can't do shit about it because you're a fascist. Disgusting. This woman is an actual monster. And again, her entire identity is rebelling against her father. I don't care who's mad about it. You want to tell me this person sitting up here in this slouchy beanie with the rainbow glasses, calling parents fascists, has a good relationship with her parents? This woman is so demented that she thinks parents having a vested interest in the development of their children is a fascist idea, is a conservative idea, is a right-wing idea. That's just a good parent idea, baby girl. I'm sorry you didn't have them. But you are not these kids' parents. You're not.
I agree 100% with Blair, because you don't transition your child in youth. You can support your child if your child is leaning in that direction. You can support them, love them, nurture them without harming them, and also not making the decision to help them transition as teenagers or even earlier than teenagers, when there's all the time in the world to transition. If the person is serious about their, transitioning, when they're 20, 21, 22, 23 or older, nothing's stopping them. Let's be honest. But at least if they're 21 years old or older, they've had enough years under their belt to really fully understand what that decision is. No school should be making that decision for that child. No parent should be making that decision for that child. And parents do have an obligation to protect their children. And to me, to have a school district go behind that child's back or that parent's back and do these things with that child, it to me equates to the same thing that was done to Native American Indian children when they were stolen and taken from their parents and put in boarding schools and indoctrinated. It's the same exact thing. Stop indoctrinating children.